Let's get right into it. Number 10. The hope hostage. So you're planning a party and you invite your friend Dave. Dave tells you, maybe, I'll try to make it, but he's not coming. What Dave's actually doing is taking your hopes hostage. He's putting you in a weird social limbo where you're not sure if you should save him a seat. It's like being in a relationship with someone who won't commit, but won't break up with you either. This tactic is actually similar to what hostage negotiators use. They use uncertainty to buy time and maintain control of the situation. The difference is they're trying to save lives while Dave's just trying to avoid saying no to your pizza party. Studies show people choose maybe because they think it's kinder than a direct no, but it actually causes more stress than a straight-up rejection. It's like slowly peeling off a Band-Aid instead of just ripping it off. So you're left checking your phone every 5 minutes like a teenager waiting for a crush to text back. Meanwhile, Dave is in his pajamas watching Netflix, completely unbothered. Number 9. The unsolicited life coach. You're sitting there, enjoying your coffee, maybe scrolling through your phone, and then it happens. Someone notices you're not living life exactly like they do, and they suddenly transform into Tony Robbins' annoying cousin. You know what you should do, they begin, and your soul quietly leaves your body. These people are like Wikipedia pages that grew legs and learned to talk. They see you're not at your best and hit you with gems like, have you tried not being sad? The worst part is, they genuinely believe they're helping. They wrap their advice in a sugary coating of, I just care so much, which feels like getting a hug from someone wearing a sandpaper shirt. Even their compliments are stealth missiles of judgment. Wow, you're doing so much better than I expected. Which really just means, I honestly thought you would fail miserably. Research suggests that unsolicited advice actually makes people less likely to take it. Your brain has a built-in spite function. So not only are they annoying, they're actively making you do the opposite of what they suggested. Number 8. The mind-reading interruption. You know those people who just can't wait for you to finish a sentence? They jump in like they have a PhD in your thoughts. You're trying to tell a story about your weekend, and they're already writing the ending for you. They think they're being helpful, showing how deeply they understand you, but what's really happening is their brain is being a jerk. Scientists found that these people's brains light up with pleasure when they predict your words. Their hippocampus does a little victory lap like it just solved a puzzle, but while their brain is celebrating, you're left feeling like someone just stole your thunder. It's especially infuriating when they get it wrong. Now you're stuck correcting their version of your own story. These quick thinkers believe they're optimizing the conversation for efficiency. In reality, they're turning a meaningful exchange into a speed-reading competition and creating a power dynamic where they're always the smarter one. It's like someone trying to help you chew your food because they think you're eating too slowly. Number 7. The over-explainer. You know those people who explain things like they're talking to a goldfish with amnesia? They'll spend 20 minutes breaking down how to make toast, not just put bread in the toaster, but a full TED Talk on the history of sliced bread and the optimal Maillard reaction temperature. These people mean well, but they're basically saying, I assume your brain is running on Windows 95. They'll patiently explain that water is wet, the sky is blue, and yes, you need to turn on your computer before using it. And they'll do it with a smile so sweet it could give you diabetes, using a patient tone that makes you feel like a toddler learning to use a spoon. If you dare say, I know, they'll just beam and reply, oh, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Psychologists say this often comes from the explainer's own insecurities. They're so terrified of being misunderstood that they overcompensate by explaining everything to death. Number 6. The useless offer. We've all done it. A friend is having a rough time, and we hit them with the classic, hey, let me know if you need anything. Sounds nice, right? Wrong. It's secretly awful. Imagine your friend just fell down a flight of stairs. Instead of helping them up, you just stand at the top and yell, let me know if you need anything. That's what this offer feels like to someone who's struggling. We think we're being supportive, but we're actually giving them homework. Now, on top of everything else, they have to figure out what they need, find the energy to ask for it, and worry about whether they're bothering you. Most people will never take you up on it. They're either too overwhelmed to know what to ask for, or feel too guilty to ask at all. So your polite offer just becomes another thing making them feel alone. Want to actually help someone? Be specific. I'm bringing you pizza at 7 p.m. is worth 100, let me knows. When you're having the worst day of your life, the last thing you want to do is coordinate your own rescue party. Number 5. The apology tour. You know those people who apologize for literally everything? They'll bump into a wall and say sorry to it. They'll apologize for apologizing too much. They're basically walking, talking Canadian stereotypes. Well, it turns out everyone secretly hates this. When you apologize for every tiny thing, you create inflation for the word sorry. The more you print, the less value it has. When these chronic apologizers actually do something wrong, their sorry carries about as much weight as a feather in a hurricane. Worse, they force everyone around them into the strange role of their personal therapist. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You end up emotionally blackmailed into constantly reassuring them. It's like the boy who cried wolf, except instead of a wolf, it's just someone being sorry for existing. They think they're being polite, but they're really just making it all about their own guilt and insecurities. Number 4, the emotional command. You're having a rough day. Maybe your cat just destroyed your favorite plant, and then some well-meaning person walks up and says, "Hey, smile, it can't be that bad." First of all, how do they know? Maybe my goldfish was just exposed as the leader of an international crime syndicate. When you tell someone to smile, you're really saying, "Your negative feelings are making me uncomfortable, so please pretend to be happy for my sake." It's like putting a party hat on a sad clown. It doesn't fix the problem, it just makes things weirder. Scientists have found that forcing a smile when you're genuinely sad can actually make you feel worse. It creates a cognitive dissonance where your brain says, "Hold on, why are we lying to ourselves right now?" The worst part is who this command targets. Nobody tells a grumpy-looking dude to smile more, but a woman could be in the middle of solving world hunger, and some guy will still tell her she'd look prettier if she smiled. Number 3, hospitality by force. Have you ever been trapped in someone's house as they shove food at you like they're fattening you up for winter? You've just finished a huge meal. Your plate is clean, your belt is tight, you're one bite away from exploding. But then your host swoops in. You barely ate anything. Have a second helping. You politely decline, but they're not having it. "Oh, come on, just a little more." "Are you sure? I made it specially for you." Now you're stuck in an awkward dance where your "no thank you" is a desperate plea, and their "just a little more" is a friendly threat. It's a hostage situation where the ransom is eating more pasta. This all started as a way to show generosity, but somewhere along the line, it turned into a bizarre test of wills where your stomach capacity becomes the measure of your friendship. Number 2, the inbox plague. You're at work, and someone sends a group email about the office party. Then some well-meaning soul hits reply all just to say thanks, and so the plague begins. Like a digital version of the Black Death, it spreads from inbox to inbox. Karen from accounting feels obligated to reply all with a thumbs-up emoji. Then Bob from HR jumps in with, "Looking forward to it." Suddenly, your phone is vibrating more than a massage chair at the mall. Important emails are now buried under an avalanche of artificial appreciation. That urgent client message is languishing somewhere between Sarah's "thanks a bunch" and Mike's "you're the best." Everyone secretly hates this. Even the people doing it hate receiving these emails themselves. But they do it anyway, trapped in a chain reaction of politeness gone horribly wrong. Number 1, the generosity battle royale. Picture this. You're at dinner with friends when the bill arrives. And that's when the show starts. Your friend Dave lunges for the check like he's diving on a grenade. But Karen's already got her credit card halfway to the waiter. You are now all trapped in what I call the generosity battle royale. The poor waiter is frozen, clutching the bill like it's a live bomb, as 2 grown adults lock into a tense standoff of escalating politeness. This isn't about being nice anymore. It's a power move. It's about who gets to be the hero of dinner. Even sneakier is the person who secretly gives their card to the server beforehand. That's not generosity. That's premeditated financial warfare. It's a full-on argument over a piece of paper, while everyone else at the table wishes they could just disappear into their napkins. And deep down, everyone is thinking the same thing. I wish we could just split the bill like normal people. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.